Hello Aquarius, welcome to Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Rising for the last 2 weeks of May 2019. This is the Akashic Tarot deck for the main reading, and we'll use the Vice Versa Tarot for any clarification if needed. A little bit more shuffling on camera, but these cards are pre-shuffled. And I've already meditated on your energy, Aquarius. Spirit, what message guidance do you have for our Aquarius friends? Message guidance for our Aquarius friends. See here, it seems really dark. There's a sense of quiet, almost stillness in the air. As soon as I started meditating on your energy, Aquarius, we have Seven of Scrolls, intricacies and industry. We have Three of Keys, the chess game. And we have number 8, Archangel Raphael. And Six of Forces at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, Aquarius, it seems like there is a situation that requires you to, at this time you're being called to let it flow, okay? Like, I'm not even looking at this card here, I'm looking at the card at the bottom of the deck, which is that waterfall. It's just like, and all that keeps coming to my head is let it flow, let it flow, or let it fall perhaps. But here, this is talking about intricacies and industry. So there is something here that is, there is some kind of construction, some kind of work that you're doing that requires a lot of attention to details, okay? That requires a lot of, perhaps it's time consuming because you have to be very meticulous on how you you prepare the materials to be used, and as well on how you do the finishing, okay, of that work. And this is the number 7, and again, it's like 7 of Scrolls. It's like 7 of air, but here in this deck here, it's not the same. It's not the same because it's almost like a cathedral front that they are working on, and it's really talking about here taking the time and in working I'm having a hard time getting my words out for you, Aquarius, and I'm not sure why. It's like taking your time in doing the work, taking your time to do the work to the best of your ability and to the expectations that has been set forth, and perhaps try to exceed those expectations even. The next card we have is the Three of Keys. Okay, this is the chess game. So there is a sense here, if you play your cards right, you will be the winner. Okay, it's almost like you, perhaps Aquarius, you are in a very competitive setting. You are dealing with other people that are trying to get the attention. Okay, you have to show yourself, you have to show your work. You always have to, there's a sense of like one upmanship, okay, in that environment. Okay, and that's why you feel like you have to be as perfect as you can, that as you can here in doing that work that you're doing, because there is a chess game, and it's a game of mind, right, of the intellect. Chess is not just a board game, it's really a game of the mind, of the intellect. Someone here is strategizing their every move, as in, if this happened, then they may do that, and may do that, and may do that. And perhaps that's what you've been doing, or that's what someone else is doing, and you're consuming all your time is being consumed by that game, by trying to be perfect, by trying to showcase your talent, right, in the best way that you can. I don't know. It seems like here it's a bit of, it's a bit of there's a sense of tediousness to it, but it's a tediousness that it's required, but it's almost like you place that expectations on yourself because you want to compete, or perhaps because of the competition that's already there. And number 8 is Archangel Raphael. This is the archangel of healing, right? It helps with healing, but here it's pure heart chakra energy we're getting here. Okay, this is like this green scenery here, and she's holding this crystal, this green crystal in his hand, and his heart chakra is pink, emanating like pink light coming out of them. And 8, which is the number of, it's the same as the infinity symbol here, saying it's something that has happened before, like, right? So I feel here you're being called to reconnect with your heart space, to kind of like almost disconnect from your mind, right? To disconnect from that mind game, to reconnect with your heart space, Aquarius. And I think that's why that waterfall is here. There's a sense of healing and just letting it flow, right? To just kind of like let it flow. And I want to get some clarification for you, Aquarius, because this is a very strange reading so far. I mean, it's not so much that it's strange. It seems like disconnected. And here we have the 5 of Wands that really wanted to come out, and it came out like this first, and it flipped to show this end. So like there is some kind of battle, there is competition. Okay, so this is to clarify, like that there is a lot of competition at work, and that's why you're pushing yourself so hard, and that's why you have all this that chess game shows up there for you. So I would like to get some clarification on Archangel Archangel Raphael. I feel the message that's coming through that's been channeled to me is that you need to reconnect with your heart space to get out of that mind game, to get out of that chess game, of that office politics or the competition and all of that. Ooh, to the floor, and that is a moon card. Okay, and I'll take it as it falls. On that side it fell. Oh no, that is not the moon card, but that is all I could see. The moon on the floor. It fell on the floor. This is the two of swords. Okay, look at this humongous moon there. So during this full moon here coming up in Scorpio, this is the time for you to release. And I just put it here, but I was clarifying this. So this is spirit. This is what I felt. This is basically clarifying what I was channeling, the message that was coming through. And this is spirit asking you literally to release, okay, that no longer serve you. This rat race, this competition, this perhaps even unhealthy environment. Spirit is asking you, because I feel like you've been putting a lot of pressure on yourself, Aquarius, and Spirit is asking you to release. Okay, this is the moon in Libra card as well, the 2 of swords. So Spirit is really asking you to release, because the 5 of wands is a card really of aggression. Okay, it's not just competition. There's a lot of aggression there. It's like it's a will fight and conflict. Sometimes it could just be like a disagreement, like people just talking it out, like hashing it out. But here it's a real fight. This is like, I can feel the aggression coming, and there's fire here. Okay, it's almost like you're playing with fire if you keep this going. Like your health may be affected. Spirit is asking you to release that no longer serves you during this full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio deals with ending, with death, with letting negative energies, like the shadow part of ourselves. So I really feel here this is the time to not. There's no more time for you to be indecisive about this, about making a decision about which way you're going to go. Spirit is really calling you. Archangel Raphael is there for you to really bring you back home to your heart center, to bring you back to your heart chakra. What are you passionate about, Aquarius? Go back to, why did you start in this industry? Why did you start in this work? Okay, just go back to that. And perhaps you may still want to stay there at the job, or perhaps it's the wrong position, or perhaps it's the right position but the wrong location for you. But there is something here that needs to be released, something negative here that's affecting you, and it's going to start affecting your health, because Archangel Raphael also deals with our health. That Spirit is really asking you to release here. And we have the Queen of Wands on top. And if you follow your intuition, what I'm getting here with that, Aquarius, it's like you already knew, you already have a feeling about that. Like if you're watching this reading and it actually resonates with you, it speaks to your story, you're actually nodding. You've been nodding since the very beginning, even as I was stumbling through trying to make sense of this, because it's kind of like it's a little bit, even for you, it's a little bit perplexing, the whole situation. Okay, for you, perhaps you're looking back, it's like, how did it get that bad? How did I get here? Because that's a feeling. When I first started, as I was shuffling, there's a sense of stillness. It was kind of like cold, like it was just like quiet. Even me within myself, I could feel it, but it wasn't like that good kind of like, oh, I'm meditating, I'm being quieting my mind kind of quiet. It was kind of like, what did they say, the quiet before the storm? That's kind of how it felt, but there wasn't really an impending storm. It was just like dead silence, silence. Like I don't know how to explain it. So it's so for you, I feel like you're coming to a point where this is getting out of control, and you're trying to trace it back. Like, when did it get so bad? Okay, when did I get sucked into playing this game, into that competing world, into that aggression, into, like, when did I get into all this? When did it get that bad? And that spirit is saying, regardless when it started, now you are aware of it, and there's no more delaying making a decision about your path forward, like about releasing that energy during this full moon. Do a full moon ritual, Aquarius. Google it. There's many of information online about that, so you can find a way to really release that energy, to let go, okay, of what no longer serve you, or any negative entities or any negative karma you might have brought upon yourself by basically engaging into this negative behavior. Okay, but whether it's a work situation, or it's with a loved one, someone you are working with, dealing with, trying to create something with, there is a sense here, it's time for you to step out of this energy. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel good. Whatever this is, it doesn't feel good. And I feel like if you keep going down this path, it's really going to affect your health, Aquarius. This is the response of love. Spirit, what additional message do you have for Aquarius? And literally, I feel it. I feel icky. Like, it just does not feel good. Oh, here we go. And let me show you the bottom first. Rest and relaxation is essential. Clearly, you do need that. Because this right here, it has drained you of your energy. It has drained you of your goodwill. It has drained you of everything. And that's number 42. Drills down to a 6. 6, number of harmony, right? And I'm thinking, literally seeing the image of the 6 of Swords moving from troubled water to calmer sea. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. You need a break. You need a break from that aggression, from that competitive energy, from that space that it's not feeding you anything good. You can't even really be as creative as you could, because you're just trying so hard not to make a mistake, because you feel perhaps you're being watched. You don't want to make mistakes, so because of your competition. You just need a break, Aquarius, and take that break. Okay, your health is at stake here. And the card we have here that actually came out for you is number 5, and that says simple acts of kindness. And look at this. This is like this. We have rabbits, we have foxes, we have, I think, rats I see here, squirrels, I think I see kitten, butterfly, all kind of animals coming and playing with that child here. And kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Simple acts of kindness. And I think that's what's missing in your world right now, Aquarius. The simple act of kindness. Perhaps that office that has become the energy is so toxic, people don't even have casual conversation around the water cooler or around that the coffee station anymore. Or perhaps, just helping someone out that's behind, will seems like, oh, I'm giving them an edge. Why am I helping them out? It's becoming so toxic. You can't even be. Like, you really need to take a step back, to take whether it's a couple of days or it's that weekend, take one long weekend, take a Friday or Monday off to extend your weekend, so you can really take some time to really reflect onto, why are you there? How did you get started there? And how can you change that for you, if not for anyone else or the whole environment, but how can you improve the situation for yourself? Because it feels like it's really has become a negative situation here. And this is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. What spiritual message you have, Spirit, for Aquarius? And I want to look up one thing for you before we get off this reading, Aquarius. I feel there's a message in there for you with the waterfall. But here we are with the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Oh, here we go. Before we take that card at the bottom of the deck, what do we have? Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Persecution, expression. Do you guys know what persecution is? To be persecuted, especially in the workplace, that can be traumatizing. So it feels like for some of you, you may feel like you are being persecuted. Come out of the cave. It's like you've gone into your shell here. You're so scared of hurting anybody or somebody else taking it out on you. You kind of like folded into yourself. You're like staying away, trying to stay away from all the action, but you are so very much affected. The card that came out for you, though, Aquarius, is Council of Light. You got help. Help is on the way. And we know that because we have Archangel Raphael here. He's the great healer. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Yeah, they're going to get you out of that situation, okay, Aquarius? There is help coming. They will get you out of that situation. They will get you out of that situation. Follow your intuition. We have the Queen of Wands on top of that deck for you, especially during the full moon time. Really follow your intuition. Any message that comes towards you, don't discount them. Pay attention to them. Any kind of ideas about, if I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing? Can I go talk to my boss? Is there someone in that office that I can talk to? Whatever it is that's coming to you, just follow your intuition on it, okay? Just because it seems like there is help coming towards you, but you have to be able to hear the advice. Archangel Raphael is here. That's a great healer. And with that Six of Forces here, this is a sense of like spirit letting you know, reassuring you. The forces deals with the forces are like the natural aspect, right? It's like six of earth, but that waterfall, I keep going back to it. It's because it's almost like that waterfall keeps going, right? It doesn't stop. The water goes somewhere to replenish the ocean, the lakes, it keeps going to these separate bodies of waters, and that same separate bodies of water is what replenishing that waterfall. It's what's feeding that waterfall. So it's like a continuum of energy. So it's as if you will always be replenished. If you're afraid of letting go, just know that like the universe will provide for you. Okay? The earth, this is your home, will provide for you. And you have help here of an archangel, not just an angel, an archangel, Archangel Raphael, the heart, right? Healer. They want you to heal. They want you to get out of the situation before it creates dis-ease. Take out your ease of mind, ease from your body, okay? Because stress and this kind of like trauma, persecution, and I feel here for you, it's heavily in the workplace, okay? For some of you, if it's a love situation, we have here simple acts of kindness. If it's in the home, in your home, you feel like you're being persecuted. If it is in your home, you feel like you got to be that perfect somebody or someone's going to chew you out. If it is in your home, that there are mind games that make you feel like really not at home, it's become more like a place basically to be tortured, right? Doesn't feel like a home. It's just kind of like a house. You're a stranger in your own home. Simple acts of kindness. Provide kindness. Stay in your kind path, I guess, if you can get out of the situation. So if you can get along with that human folk that you're living with, just get yourself a pet, because this child is surrounding here by pets, and those by giving love to that pet, by giving love. Well, if you have kids, pour all your love in your kids, okay? If you can get in that out of that situation now, by giving love to those kids or to that pet, to whatever it is, by expressing love, more love will come towards you. Whether it is that you'll be removed completely from that person, or that person will correct themselves and come correct to you. Whichever way, Aquarius, I wish you a lot of healing energy the last 2 weeks, during this last 2 weeks of May. Please come back at the beginning of June, and I hope this energy shift happen for you, and that you can move away from this toxic energy here that you seems to be dealing with. And come back again. Thank you so much. Remember, love is the only answer. Bye.